David Little wasn't here, you know, he'd be down here. And all that. But anyway, hey, welcome to another edition of BeerAmerica.tv. We are at Rar & Sons in Fort Worth, Texas, and I'm here with
John Pinkerton
and Scooter Hendon, who is a beer writer here, talking about the Texas beer scenes. Talk about your website real quick, Scooter.
Website is texasbrews.org. It'll be an advocacy site for the Texas craft beer scene. It's growing quite a bit. We've got a lot of great beer in the state, and so it'll be a venue to get the word out about that, and also to sort of promote a lot of the up and coming ones as well. So very exciting.
Yeah, that's great. Every state needs a Scooter.
Yeah, right, exactly. And I was shocked moving here that really how few, I mean, such a big friggin' state that you would think there would be, 500 craft breweries, and there's really not. And it's starting to grow, and that's your part of your theme of your website is to kind of promote and show the growth of and Austin seems to be, right, the big scene.
We drink a lot of beer in the state, and it's nice to see, that more and more people are latching onto and getting turned onto the craft beer scene in the state, which is great. And yeah, to speak to Austin, there are several great breweries, 512, Live Oak, Independence, that are they're already up and running in the Austin area, and Circle Brewing, Thirsty Planet, and Jester King. Jester King should be one to really keep an eye on, but the other two as well. So yeah, the scene's definitely growing. So.
And as many of you know who watch the show, John and I have supporting cast of characters every now and again. And being, that we're here, we said, Scooter, why don't you come on and hop in an episode or two? And he said, well, I've got some good beers, right? So what did you bring to the table? And you're going to be in several of these. So
yep.
tell us what you got here.
We got Dogfish Head's Theobroma, which is it's part of their Ancient Ale series. Some of the other ones are where they have the Sauté and the Midas Touch, and what's the how do you pronounce it? Jiahu.
Yeah. That's the kind of sour one. Is that right?
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah.
I haven't actually had it, but I do that for others. So.
Yeah, but Theobroma translates food of the gods.
Food of the gods.
Food of the gods. There you go. And so that's what Theobroma stands for. So go ahead and pop it open and pour some. And let me look over here on my little cheat sheet.
I guess we lied yesterday when we said we weren't going to do any Dogfish Head beers for a while.
I know. Lord knows we've done enough. But it's brewed with Aztec cocoa powder and cocoa nibs, and honey, chilies, and annatto, fragrant tree seeds, it says. So.
What exactly is annatto, John? You were talking a little bit about that.
Well, I guess I can't say exactly what it is, but I do know that it's in a lot of foods that require sort of a yellow color. So I think you're
look at that.
Referring to it as the poor man's saffron.
Yeah.
You see it in a lot of like yellow rice recipes. It's in a lot of Mexican food, but I don't know exactly what the flavor of it is.
Right.
Maybe that will become apparent here.
The thing that's surprising to me about this one is having the cocoa powder and the cocoa nibs. It's like being as they refer to as like an ancient chocolate beer. I expect it to be darker, and it's really not. I mean, it's quite pale.
I would say the honey is playing a starring role right out of the gate.
I got to tell you, and this is my amateur palate a little bit. The first, it tastes like a big brother to Midas Touch to me.
Yeah, a little bit.
Even though they use the grapes and it's got a sweetness to it, but it tastes like the big brother of. But I don't taste any chilies at all. What are the chilies?
Ancho chilies.
Ancho chilies. I was expecting a little spicy note there. What do you think that would do to a brew?
Well, ancho chilies are pretty mild chilies. When I make like chili con carne, I use a lot of dried anchos, and the idea is to kind of build flavor by using a fairly mild chili as opposed to using a chili that has a high concentration of the spicy stuff, capsaicin. But I'm not sure I'm tasting it here. There is there's kind of an ambiguous complexity there that kind of lies on top of that that honey character. I sometimes one of the marks of a really well-made beer is not being able to specifically, these flavors aren't coming out and whacking you over the head. So,
right.
Maybe what we've got here is a good use of those characters without,
Well, that's why I like to have you on the show, because it's like, we think as if you're not a brewer that you put all these things in here, like, you're not technically making a pot of chili that I got to taste the peppers and I've got to taste this and I've got to taste that. They all work their magic in the brew, right? Somehow. Work their way into something that's not like, I've got to taste every single ingredient that's on the label.
one of the things that the craft brewing scene in the United States has really kind of made a name for itself is the kind of extreme end of things, and really smacking you in the face with top character and this and that. But honestly, I think the mark of so many well-made things, even beyond beer, whether you're talking about wine or foods or what have you, is subtlety is not a bad thing. And this is a nice beer. I've always wanted to ask Sam what kind of honey he uses, because I want to say this tastes like it's probably the same kind of honey that they use in the Midas Touch. It's got that certain kind of fruitiness to it.
And it sits on the tongue. Like it's kind of crisp to begin with, but it definitely hangs out for a little bit. It's nice.
Nate, go over there and grab a glass and come on over. Nate Lowe, who I work with over at Studios 121, running the camera for us today, and he's kind of licking his lips over there. I think I saw a little bit of drool down the side of his mouth there, and I just want to make sure that he has. I cleaned that one over there, but yeah.
Grab the snifter.
I say all that stuff about the subtlety, and yet I'm kind of wishing I could identify some of this characteristics.
I really am enjoying this, because I think I like Midas Touch so much. I'm a big fan of Midas Touch. What do you
we
think?
had that on tap at Moon River at one point, and that's a really nice beer.
Can you see it come in here? What do you think?
It's good.
You like it?
I like it.
Was it what you expected, or a little fruity? You heard us talking back there.
John Pajoli moment.
Yeah.
No, you're definitely right about the honey, for sure.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Kind
I
of a
really like it.
citrusy honey note, really.
It's just what the Mayans drank.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's the peg. It's
Right on.
it's archaeological evidence of cacao or cocoa in the New World dating back before 1100 BC and enhanced by natural additives for Mayan and Aztec drinks. So
That's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah,
I guess we're
interesting.
going to be hearing a lot about this whole kind of concept on the show.
Yeah, they have brewmasters. I think that's their hook.
That's great.
The ingredients that because beer, is not new. I mean, beer as a beverage it dates back thousands of years as an alcoholic beverage. So, but of course they didn't have the modern luxury of this. I'm sure it was a lot warmer, a lot flatter with alcohol of some
I
sort.
would imagine a lot of carbonation.
Didn't we post the thing on our site with Sam chewing the blue corn?
Oh, I don't know. Did we?
Doing the blue corn fermentation?
Mm-mm.
Spit and blue corn. Spit and stick-to-itiveness and all that.
Lovely.
Yes, great. Well, thank you, Scooter, for bringing this.
Yeah, that
Dogfish
was,
Head Theobroma. I got to say, I really like it. I think if you like Midas Touch, I'd say, like I said, this is a big brother of that. And as Dogfish has, they call it a part of their Ancient Ale series. So, really unique beer, really easy. I would say this would be an easy drinking beer. Would you say
it's
that?
9% ABV.
9%?
Oh, really?
9%.
Wow.
Another one that I
would
wouldn't think that it was 9%.
really sneak
Yeah,
up on you.
9%
if you weren't
ABV,
careful.
and you could get yourself in a little bit of trouble because
Yeah.
it's quite
I
drinkable.
got a little bit of fruitiness to it. So,
Right on.
Anyway, so if you have any questions or comments at paul@beeramerica.tv.
Pink at BeerAmerica.tv.
Scooter, thank you. Nate, thanks for helping out. And cheers, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.